Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today we are here for episode number 98 of Goattville Updates, and here we are once again working on the stadium, and it's episode number 98, so we're getting pretty close to episode 100. So for this video and for the next one, just mostly be focused on the stadium, but then after episode 100, depending on how close we get to finishing the stadium, I may keep working on it for a little bit more, or I might maybe try working on something else for maybe just a couple weeks, because I've been working a lot here on the stadium trying to get as much of it done as possible. We got a lot of the design work done, but there's still a lot of things that needs to be done outside of that. So for the past week, that's mostly what I've been focusing on, is a lot of the routine stuff, mostly within the interior, that I needed to get done, because everything from the outside is, looking pretty close to complete, aside from that, so sort of the right field seating, which is lacking a little bit. Everything else, at least for at least for what the stadium is kind of filled up, and it's kind of completed as far as it needs to be. But yeah, we still need to do a lot on the interior, and I've been trying my best to get as much of it done as I can. So I guess the first place to start would be the front entrance of the stadium. Here it is. I've worked on covering up some of the seating just a little bit. We only got halfway around. I'm going to need to do the other half later, but this is just a little bit of a comparison just to see what it was to what it is now. We brought this ceiling going all the way across, covering up the little blue bits right there from the actual seats. And it looks a little bit plain and a little bit empty right now, but that's just because it's in its sort of framework. It's in its sort of skeleton form right now, but once we put a couple more details, like maybe some beams going across to act as some structure to the whole setup right here, I'm pretty sure will look pretty good, and yeah, it'll be pretty nice. Worked a little bit over here on just the setup of this whole area, because this entrance is still feeling a little bit empty, but we've added a couple more things to make it seem a little bit more filled in. I've brought this wall out a little bit. Originally, the wall, you can see, is all the way over here, which is where all the little broadcasting rooms are. So I managed to add those in, and then we have the wall going out a little bit more over here, and then we can put a little. We were able to put a little platform right here. So that was just a little thing to add right there. A little bit more motion between the two different areas right there, especially if you're on the higher floors. And I also worked a little bit over here on this first floor right here, just expanding as much as I can, going all the way down, adding in these little support beams around the outside of this little walkway, and then of course the lights up there at the top, and a little bit of the walls here on the side. And I managed to get a good bit of the way down, but right here where it's beginning to turn a little bit, we're going to need to do a little bit of improvisation, so it's going to be a little bit more tricky. But we don't have too many of those to do, just around 3 or 4 before it gets a little bit straightened out. And then over here, I managed to put together the whole industrial area, I guess, sort of like the loading area. So yeah, this would be a place where I guess different trucks would come in. We had this whole area sort of fenced off. Got the flooring, a little bit of the ceiling done. I think it looks quite nice. It's pretty simple, but it's sort of always going to be that way. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good, and as we filled up a good part of this whole this area right here, so we got a little ramp off to the side, which is just at a bit of a less of a steeper angle right there for, I guess, vehicles which are trying to go up. But yeah, aside from that, the walkways in this area are pretty much done. We just need to throw in a little wall right over here. Not too many shops are going to be on this side, because we're getting to the areas that are more open. So yeah, we just need to bring that out a little bit more. Actually put something in the shops, but I feel like that would be pretty easy. And then over here we need to do something with the lighting, because it's a little bit dark over here and so looking a little bit too empty. But yeah, mostly just a lot of stuff with filling in as much as possible, trying to make it look as complete as possible. Like this view right here is pretty close to how the final product is going to look, so I think we made some pretty good progress so far with the interior, and hopefully I can get a good bit more of that done rather soon, because that means be one step closer. That's probably one of the last steps I need to do, aside from just these little bits out here at the exterior. But yeah, that's mostly what I've been doing. It doesn't seem like that much, but I spent a lot of time on just sort of doing the repetitive stuff on the inside. Yeah, like bringing out a couple more things, like these little rooms right over here. I added in a couple more of these going down this way, so I think there's just one left that we need to have, at least on the left field side. So yeah, we managed to get a couple more of those added in. And of course, I forgot to mention the these little rooms right here. They're not really furnished or anything, but I managed to just sort of set them up. So this is where all the different radio and television people will be, sort of overlooking the fields. Pretty nice view right here. And we just need to put some lights and some actual like stuff in here to furnish it, and it will be pretty much finished. So yeah, some more continuous progress with the stadium. Hopefully with the next episode we can do some more work, especially on this other side, because I've been spending so much time over there but completely forgetting about the fact that we still have another side over here to do. So yeah, still quite a bit more left to do on the stadium, but yeah, hopefully we can get some more of that done rather quickly. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!